were you when the lights went out? This is Earth Night 2011. And for anybody that doesn't know what that means, you are supposed to turn off all your electricity for an hour from 8:30 to 9:30 tonight. And it's to raise awareness for really the Earth, for power, and think a little bit about how we use it. Now, granted, it's a little more fun if you turn the lights out and you're with somebody else. When you're by yourself, you're kind of like, what the heck am I going to do for an hour? About 8:28, I realized that I almost missed it, so I went running through the house and shut off the kitchen lights, the under cabinet lights, the hallway lights, the bedroom lights, the outside lights, and lit a bunch of candles, and I thought, got this in the bag, no problem. And then I sat down and started thinking about it and realized, well, the refrigerator's still on, the wine cooler's still on, the clock on the oven's still on, the clock in the bedroom is still on. There's a couple lights outside that are on daylight sensors that I don't even have an on and off switch for that are still on. And I got up and I went back and picked up a pair of glasses in the office and realized the computer speakers were still on, the printer was still on, the phone charger was on, the phone system in the house was on, and probably a little more than 50% of my power was still on. Hopefully my lights don't take that much power because I do have CFLs everywhere. But you know, it's kind of amazing to think when you think you've shut all the lights off, you've shut all your power usage off, and you really haven't. That's probably not your biggest consumption in your everyday life. I know that everybody's supposed to do this, and the strip says that they do it. However, I really doubt that they shut the lights off in the casinos and they shut the lights off in the restaurants. I think just the marquees go dark. From the back of my house, I can still see that the World Market downtown has its lights on. I don't see the lights at the Stratosphere, so it looks like they're off. But you know, hopefully you're participating, and hopefully you think about it a little bit. And I think this year there is a lot more importance and relevance on the whole issue when you think about what's going on in Japan, and you look at the options that we have as to how we use power and how we generate power, and what it really means to our natural resources and the Earth. You really start to think, can we depend on nuclear power? Can we depend on coal-fired power plants? There are options out there. There is solar, there is wind power, and maybe some of this does bring awareness to it. So, you know, hopefully you're participating, and hopefully you think about what it does, what it can do, what it means. And you know, I always think back to being a kid and your mother running around going, "Shut the lights off when you leave the room." There may be a little wisdom in that. But I've got about 5 more minutes, and I haven't gone crazy yet. The dogs are sound asleep, so they were no company during this whole thing. But you know, I think I'll survive 5 more minutes without power in here, and hopefully just don't run back to the house and turn everything back on the way it was. So later.